Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Schlunz Gym on the campus of Brookline High School in Brookline, Massachusetts. I am joined here by my student broadcaster. Here is my color commentator, Brookline 8th grader Sam Lowenstein. Sam, thank you so much for joining me here today. And we are here to cover today's high school varsity girls basketball contest between the visiting Tigers of Newton North High School and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. And we'll have plenty to say, but for right now they're doing introductions, so we're just going to turn it over to the PA announcer, and we'll be right back with you. All right, those are our starting lineups. We'll soon get our opening tip-off alongside Sam Lowenstein. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and you are watching Brookline High Basketball. Pass intercepted by Kimbrough. Kimbrough running the fast break, goes up, hits it! Now Agakich running in transition. Agakich sees a lane, runs in, layup is good, and one. Suzanini down low, Mataraza backing down, spinning, shot, banks it, and one! Sorry about that, folks. We got to cut the intro short because we are jumping right into the action. No national anthem or anything. We're just right in. Now we're ready to go, Sam. This is a rematch of an earlier game between these two, played back on January 9th at Newton North's place. The Tigers took the win in that one, 49-35. Brookline hoping for a different result here on senior night, as they honor their twins last 2024, Stephanie Bravely and Captain Gigi McMahon. Now we got the opening possession for Brookline. This is Nathalie Agakich, passes over to Bravely. That Bravely pass deflected, and it's stolen away by Newton North, being run the other way. Fast break layup, no good, and a charge taken by Jada Kimbrough on the attempted fast break drive by number 14, Maggie Scanlon. That's across to Gigi McMahon. She's being honored here tonight. It's over to Nathalie Agakich. Pitch, hands up to McMahon. Starts the drive, fakes out Agakich. Thought about the shot and shot a little too hard as her feet left the floor. That is travel. Being Miss Allie Dennis, who dropped 20 points against Brookline last time they faced off, gives over to number 3 Helen Wayne. Out up top to number 15 to the mesh. We're back over to Dennis. Shot is no good, but a foul, and I think this is going to be a 3-shot foul, Sam. Dennis makes the first of 3. That was Kimbrough's first team foul. Remember, folks, 5 team fouls in a quarter equals the other team gets to shoot the double bonus. And we saw Gravely thought it was a 2 free throw situation. 3 free throw situations are rare, but they do happen. Dennis 2 for 3 at the line there. Rebound chased down by McMahon. Agakich now walking it up. Gives over to McMahon. Is the corner. Bravely runs baseline. Gets trapped and travels. That timeout is called, and I believe it was called by Brookline, understandably so. A couple of turnovers to start, and this is something that Coach Kendall Jones has spoken to me about, that he really wants the team to be working. This is a young team, just 2 seniors on the squad, and a lot of varsity backups and JV players that have been starting minutes throughout the season, and that's what was a JV call-up midway through the team. A lot of JV players from last year have also come up with a lot of significant minutes for Brookline this year, as they've been kind of in a rebuilding year. But they got to work on those. Asher, she gets a bit trapped on both sides, and the jump ball is forced. Nice defense by McMahon and Honorosa. Nothing else, it swaps the possession arrow. Eva Mashers the ball on the wing. Passes across to Wayne. Wayne down low, Scanlon. Scanlon takes out to the corner. Fakes, steps in, floater, no good. Off the shot from Ava Salem. Rebound chased down by Kimbrough, and she runs across that court. Slows things down and surveys her options. Passes across to Agakich. Now over to Gravely. Gravely from the wing, throws corner. Kimbrough for 3, no good. Rebound tip and lost out of bounds. And no points before we get to Brookline. Janice brings it up for Newton Wise. Pass to Mesher. Kicks out to Wayne, and round inside they go to Mesher, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brookline. So an inbound coming for the Tigers. And they try for 3, no good that time. Rebound collected by McMahon after the miss by Skinlin. And throws it up top to Gravely. Gravely steps in, thought about the shot, passes away to Agakich, who kicks out. Now Gravely tries for 3. Yes! The senior, the first on the board for Brookline. Stephanie Gravely gives Brookline the lead.
Gravely just on top of the 2 10. 3 from the senior.
And now a block from Olivia Matarazza, recovered by Gravely. Pass to Kimbrough, back to Matarazza, goes up and in. Defense to offense that time as Matarazza has her first bucket of the night. And we've got a defensive foul going the other way. Great bucket by Matarazza. Great find by Kimbrough, and Brookline now up 5-2. The foul that was called on McMahon, Varsity second team, while working around. For 3. Okay, it seems we're encountering a little bit of some audio issues as the action still goes. One moment ago, so I'm going to wait for a bit of a pause here. Natalia Aga-Kitch. It's a nice layup on the dribble drive there. And it's Newton North going the other way. Layup and it's by Newton North. Of course, the second we encounter some technical difficulties, they start making baskets back and forth. 7-7 is the score with 4 minutes on the clock here in the first. Good pitch with the ball up top. Gives to McMahon up top. Great stepping in, picks up. Aga-Kitch fakes, drives, goes inside. And I mean, I can hear you folks. Here, as Ruane fires a shot. Rebound is tipped and collected by Scanlon. Danis for 3. No good. Rebound. Oh, nope. Wait, I know what I did. Oh. Well, that's embarrassing. I had the wrong mic set on, but now I've got it correct as a layup is hit by Eva Mesher. This has been a chaotic day all around as our scoreboard cam gets knocked just at right that moment. When it rains, it pours, but we should have it fixed now. That's my fault entirely, ladies and gentlemen. As Brookline now trailing 9-7. Kimbrough running in, floater, hits and one. Jada Kimbrough with her first bucket of the day.
Am I good? We're back on now. My audio got fixed. Kimbrough with a good floater. And now it's 9-9.
Indeed, 9-9 the score with 3:05 on the clock. And she hits the and one. Kimbrough completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and Brookline takes a 10-9 lead. Dennis running in, kicks out. Ruane for 3, no good. Rebound, Dennis kicks out up top. Scanlon for 3, no good. Rebound, Dennis. A couple of offensive boards by Allie Dennis for Newton North. Kicks out. Ruane looking, gives out Scanlon. Scanlon starts to drive, throws out to the corner to Dennis. Dennis dribbling in, fires mid-range, no good. Rebound, this time by Matarazza. Aga-Kitch running it in transition. And the ball is poked loose, but Aga-Kitch recovers and resets the play. Passes over to Ivy Wheeler, who's checked in off the bench. Now Kimbrough up top. Kimbrough drives, knifes through, layup, no good, but the rebound tipped from Matarazza to Wheeler, but stolen away by Dennis. Thrown ahead to Scanlon on the fast break. Scanlon is met by McMahon, has to slow things down, passes out, running in, shot, no good from Salem, and it's rebounded by Brookline. Aga-Kitch running it the other way, chucks it across, goes through Wheeler's hands and stolen away by Mesher. Scanlon walking it up, pass over to Ruane, over to Dennis. Dennis from the top looking, up top to Ruane, over to Salem, down low, miscommunicated, and Matarazza takes advantage with the interception there. Kimbrough walking it up. Pass it up to McMahon. McMahon dribbles across, passes it over to Matarazza. Matarazza backing down, turnaround, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound collected by Newton North. Scanlon throws it up to Ruane, fires for 3, no good. Rebound, a hard collision in traffic, and they're going to call the foul on Ruane.
Well, after a really tough Tough series of possessions. Brookline here up in front, but haven't been able to get the offense going. Just need to finish the shots through the pick and rolls.
10-9, the Brookline advantage with 1:08 on the clock here in the first quarter. Kimbrough walking it up. Pass stolen and picked up by Mesher. Mesher throws it up to Salem. Salem looking around, pass out to Ruane, swung across to Dennis. Dennis from the top, pass floated over to Ruane, throws to a cutting number 20 who couldn't find a shot, passes out to Salem, runs baseline, hits a wall, steps out of bounds. Great defense by Gigi McMahon.
Now an inbound for Aga Kitch. And Brookline, the defense has gotten much better as of late, just staying more compact on the inside and allowing those shots that haven't been effective.
Kimbrough driving, knifing through, and hits it. Jada Kimbrough off to the races here in the first quarter. She's got 5.
Kimbrough almost got nailed one there, got up on Ruane and knifing through the contact.
Dennis dribbles, stops, pulls back long, too short. Rebound collected by McMahon.
Gotta get up.
And that might be all we have for the first quarter. It will be. But Brookline with a 12-9 lead, led by 5 points from Jada Kimbrough, including this last layup to end the quarter. Great dribble drive there by the Brookline sophomore. Individual point totals so far. Jada Kimbrough leading the way for Brookline with 5 points. Steph Gravely with 3, and Nefeli Aga-Kitch and Olivia Matarazzo with 2 points. Nefeli Aga-Kitch and Olivia Matarazzo with 2 points each. For Newton North, Maggie Scanlon with 3, and then Ava Salem, Eva Mesher, and Ali Dennis with 2 points each.
Well, Brookline, pretty good start. They've struggled this year. Playing better, get those pick and rolls. They've had a pretty solid first.
Solid start for Brookline. They come into this game with a record of 1-17. They were ranked 43rd as of the MIAA Division I power rankings that came out this morning. Newton North enters with a record of 7-6, ranked 22nd in the power rankings. So on paper, Newton North with a decided advantage, and they did get the win last time they faced off, but Brookline holding the lead as we enter the second quarter of tonight's game. Brookline with the opening possession. Kimbrough walks it up, dribbles to her right, throws up top to McMahon. McMahon throws over to Gravely. Gravely coming across the top, sees a lane, drives in, layup is good. Stephanie Gravely now tied for the team lead. 1 second. Guys, I got tripods here. You got to watch out. Newton North coming the other way. A pass does get to Dennis. Dennis runs in, floater, no good. Does not get her own rebound. It was knocked loose by McMahon, recovered by Wheeler. And now running it up the other way is Kimbrough. Kimbrough looking, throws over to an open Gravely. Gravely fakes, steps in, long two, in and out, no good. Rebound collected by number 25, Nina Bacall. As I apologize for the state of the scoreboard cam, it's getting knocked around. But Newton North tries for a shot, no good, and now the scoreboard cam's gotten completely screwed up. Oh, fix that. Next, pause in the action. Apologies, folks. We got a packed house here at Schlunt's Gym tonight.
We can move.
Aga-Kitch resets from the top. Gives over to McMahon. Now over to Gravely in the corner. Gravely, pass is lost. Picked up by Eva Mesher. Mesher running it the other way. Gives over to Bacall. Tries for 3. No good. Rebound ripped away by Aga-Kitch. Aga-Kitch bringing it the other way. Throws to a wide open Kimbrough. Lost the ball but recovers it. Has to retry. Runs in. Draws a reach foul. No shot.
Looked like to me she was in the shooting action. Just called it a little bit early, nonetheless good possession.
Okay, we've got the scoreboard cam back up and running. For now,
Jesse.
Yeah, no, we're good, man. We're good.
Jesse, we can find somewhere else.
No, we cannot. As Brookline inbounds goes to Simmons. Simmons throws down low, misses. Matarazza intercepted by Mesher. Mesher throws it up to number 5, Nikki Rao. Rao kicks out to Mesher. Mesher runs in, looking around, kicks out Rao. Rao steps in long two, and it rims out. And it's picked up by Simmons. Simmons running it the other way. Score is 14-9. Brookline leads as Ivy Wheeler hits a 3.
Good shot from Wheeler. Now gets Brookline up by 8.
As
really taking control of the game.
Newton North calls the timeout. The score 17-9 in favor of the Warriors. As I'm fixing up this scoreboard cam now. There we go. All's well that ends well. 17-9, the Brookline lead. 5:32 on the clock here in the second quarter as we take a look back at that last bucket by Ivy Wheeler, her first of the night. Good look from the wing. Apologies for the hecticness of this stream so far. Like I said, it's a packed house here at Schlunz Gym. They couldn't pull out the extra bleachers on the other side because one of them's broken. And we got a little competition for our camera space from Brookline Interactive Group. So a little bit of a hectic production, but I appreciate you guys sticking with us.
Yeah, for sure. Not easy. Maybe we'll check out the outside and the other side in the second half, but it's just been
we will
super
not.
packed.
There's too much stuff to move.
Yeah.
I appreciate you trying to be a problem solver, Sam.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. But we are sticking. Once we find a spot, we got to stick where we are. Just too much stuff to move. But I appreciate the thought, man. Inbound out of the timeout. Scanlon looking around. Gives to Mesher. Mesher running in. Hits a wall. Kicks out. Quick passing. Scanlon for 3. No good. Rebound chased down by Kimbrough. Kimbrough racing the other way up the sideline and stops as the play gets set. Throws over. McMahon wide open for 3. No good. Sails it. Matarazza could not save it.
Still a smart play from Matarazza. Hits it off her leg.
Matarazza was trying to get the deflection off the Newton North player, but they said her foot touched the line before she took off to save it. Scanlon pass, knocked loose, going to the floor. It's picked up by Kyrie Simmons. Simmons running in transition, steps back, fires for 3. No good. Rebound collected by McMahon as Brookline resets. She kicks out to Wheeler. Wheeler throws up top to Kimbrough. Kimbrough from the top drives, kicks. Simmons throws across to Wheeler. Now to the corner to Kimbrough. Kimbrough fires. No good. Rebound is...
Looked like contact and should have been a foul.
Scanlon seemed like she might have knocked over Kimbrough, collected the rebound, and that shot missed from 3 by Nina Bacall, excuse me. Still 17-9, the Brookline lead with just over 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Kimbrough gives to Simmons. Now to Wheeler. Over to Matarazza, who's left alone. Now to the corner. McMahon for 3. No good. Rims out. Rebound by Wheeler. Wheeler gets smothered, and it's a foul. Wheeler draws a trip to the line after scrapping for that offensive board.
Oh, nothing going right for Newton North. Wheeler draws the foul, trying to make this 10-point game.
That foul was called on number 24, Allie Dennis, second personal, second team. As Wheeler hits the first of 2. She's now got 4 points tonight.
Just barely rims out.
Missed that one. Rebound collected by Mesher, given to Scanlon, who runs the other way. Passes it out to Rao. Now this pass knocked loose and recovered by Matarazza. Pass up to Simmons. Simmons up top, Kimbrough. Now over to Wheeler. Now a pass to Matarazza. Throws across, McMahon to the corner. Simmons down low, blocked by Scanlon, knocked out of bounds.
No one goes out of bounds. Inbound here for Brookline. They've just taken control here in the second quarter. Haven't given up a point yet. Been forcing all the threes from Newton North. And Newton North, they haven't been able to make anything.
That's a good observation, Sam. 4.5 minutes into this quarter, Newton North yet to score as Brookline as firing from three. Simmons shot short. Rebounded by Mesher. Mesher running the other way and lost the ball, and that's a turnover being given right back to Brookline. Simmons walks it up for the Warriors. Pass over to McMahon. McMahon throws it across to Agakic. Agakic double teamed, but dribbles away from it. Gives to Matarazza. Matarazza comes across the top. Gives to Wheeler. Wheeler kicks out to Simmons. Simmons to McMahon. Now Agakic fires for three. No good. Rebound Mesher. Said it before, Sam. Both teams trying to go for three, and it's not falling as Brookline commits the foul. A little over-aggressive on the defense.
In the foul here in the winning stages. This second period, Newton North gets a sec, draw up a plan, get something going, because what they've been running, this little outside pick and rolls, hasn't worked whatsoever.
2:42 on the clock here in the second quarter. 18-9, the Brookline advantage. Scanlon bringing it up. Pass over to Rao. Rao holding it on the wing, looking. Passes it back out to Scanlon. Scanlon directing traffic. Passes it over to Mesher. Mesher looking. Hands off Rao. Rao fakes. Pass down low. Knocked loose. To the floor they go, and a jump ball as both Scanlon and Brookline's number 14, Sylvie Costant-Greeley, got their hands on it.
Look like Scanton almost, they're going to give it to Scanlon.
It's the possession arrow rules, Sam. It goes back and forth, and so the next jump ball will go to Brookline.
But Scanlon definitely had that. Brookline caught a break.
Mesher passes up top, Scanlon. Scanlon
she got rejected.
Blocked, and that'll be a shot clock violation off of the block by Olivia Matarazza.
And Matarazza just straight on her head.
Now Brookline bringing it up. Simmons over to Agakic. Agakic dribbles out of the double team and resets from the top. Starts to drive, runs in, awkward shot, no good. Rebound McMahon. McMahon couldn't put it back, and it's knocked out of bounds. And they got the favorable deflection. It'll be Newton North ball. And a timeout is called by Brookline. Individual point totals so far for Brookline. Jada Kimbrough and Stephanie Gravely tied for the team lead with 5 points each. Ivy Wheeler with 4. Nefeli Agakic and Olivia Matarazza with 2 points each. For Newton North, Maggie Scanlon with 3 points, and then 2 each from Ava Salem, Eva Mesher, and Allie Dennis. Has not changed since the end of the first quarter, Sam. Still no points for Newton North here in the second.
They've just been, yeah.
It has been a good defensive quarter for Brookline, hasn't it?
Brookline's just absolutely smoked them. Newton North hasn't scored. They've really struggled. We come through.
Hold on a second.
Fellas, there's space down there.
Yeah, just like scooch in.
You guys are knocking our equipment. This is, like, I don't want to be a jerk, but, like.
No, bro, it's fine. Just like cram in.
1:47 on the clock before halftime. 18-9. Brookline leads Newton North. Dennis bringing up the ball. Moves to her right. Steps in, looking. It's knocked loose, but Dennis recovers and gets her dribble back. From the corner, still looking, almost lost her dribble again. Throws it up top to Scanlon. Scanlon back to Dennis. Dennis drives, almost lost the ball, but gets a pass out. Around they go, and a block, but not clean. They'll call the foul there, and Nora Hamill will have a chance to go to the line.
She cuts inside Newton North. Struggled to get inside. She finally does, and chance finally gets some points going in the second, and they badly need it.
First free throw off the back rim from Nora Hamill. That foul was called on Nefeli Agakich, her first personal, second team foul. Hamill misses them both. Still no points yet in the quarter for Newton North as Matarazza collects the rebound, passes up to Costin Greeley. Costin Greeley swings it over to Agakich, floated over, stolen. Fast break chance for Newton North. Eva Mesher lays it up and in.
Newton North finally gets on the board. Mesher with that basket.
Agakich looking around, double teamed, passes, does not pass away. They call a travel.
Foul on Brookline there?
Yeah, no, not a foul, a travel.
Oh, travel.
And
nonetheless, they got to keep up what they've been doing.
18-11, the score in favor of Brookline. 50.3 seconds left in the second quarter. Dennis passes it over to Bakal. Bakal across, gets to Dennis, not stolen, steps in, extra pass to Scanlon. Scanlon resets it out to Dennis. Dennis dribbling, looking, fires long two, no good. Rebound, Agakich. Agakich walks it up, throws up to Costin Greeley. Costin Greeley into the corner, pass it out to Agakich. Agakich throws up top to McMahon, over to a wide open Kimbrough, fires for three, no good.
Barely missed that.
Rebound collected by Newton North. Quick passing gets up to Scanlon. With 7 seconds left in the quarter, Scanlon fires for three. Well short, well defended by Kimbrough, but bad mistake on the rebound.
Off the leg of Costin Greeley. Just couldn't track it.
3.2 seconds left. Newton North will have a chance for one final shot. Down by 7. Inbound knocked away by Matarazza, and so it'll be 1 second less.
One last chance. Brookline looking to close out. Dennis inbound.
Throws it into Mesher. Quick fire is in. Eva Mesher at the buzzer cuts the Brookline lead down to 4 just before we hit the half.
She drains that buzzer beater. What a crazy shot.
And so our score at halftime, the Brookline Warriors 18, the Newton North High Tigers 14. Individual point totals for Brookline, Jada Kimbrough and Stephanie Gravely leading the way with 5 points each. Ivy Wheeler with 4, and Nefeli Agakich and Olivia Matarazza with 2 points each. For Newton North, Eva Mesher, after that buzzer-beating 3, now has 7 points. Maggie Scanlon with 3, Ava Salem and Ali Dennis with 2 points each. And during this halftime intermission, I'd like to take a moment to direct your attention to some helpful links in the description section down below. First, at the top of the well, I'll wait because they're going to play some loud music for the cheerleading team's performance. We'll wait until after the performance. All right, so after that performance, as I said, some helpful links in the description section of the video. A link to the official Venmo account for the Brookline High Girls Basketball Booster Club. If you would like to support Brookline High Girls Basketball financially, you can donate there. Also, you can find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. For over 100 years, the Brookline Community Foundation has been a trusted partner, supporting Brookline by investing in organizations and initiatives that help create opportunity and promote equity for everyone who lives, learns, works, and plays in our community.
Among the foundation's many grant programs is the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School, which provides graduating BHS students with scholarships to help fund post-secondary education. To date, thanks to the generosity of over 140 donors, BCF has raised over $1.4 million in scholarship funding. And just last year, for the class of 2023, they awarded over $180,000 to Brookline High for scholarships. Your help is crucial to supporting Brookline youth as they embark on the next steps in their educational journeys. Visit brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442 to learn more about the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School and how you can make a difference right here in Brookline. Once again, brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442. And again, you can find all that information down in the description section down below. Certainly a worthy cause to contribute for here on senior night. But for now, Brookline 18, Newton North 14 at halftime. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan alongside Sam Lowenstein here at Schlunz Gym. We're going to take a break, mute our mics, but we will be back with the second half of this ball game. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Back on the mic, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, joined by Sam Lowenstein, coming to you live from Schlunz Jam on the campus of Brookline High School in Brookline, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the second half of today's high school varsity girls basketball contest between the visiting Newton North High Tigers and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. Brookline with an 18-14 advantage. Sam, they're on the hunt for their second win. What do you think is going to be the key for them here in the second half?
At 1-17, they've struggled, but they dominated Newton North in that second quarter. Only outscored them by 5, but didn't give up 2 points until really the last minute as Newton North was able to hit a three-pointer at the buzzer. Keep this one close at 4.
Indeed. Brookline, despite holding Newton North scoreless for all but really the last 2 minutes of that second quarter, finished only outscoring them 6-5. So just a 1-point difference between the two teams in that second quarter. And like you said, a lot of that coming from that buzzer beater 3 by Eva Mesher. So we'll see how the teams come out here in the second half. They switch directions. Brookline to get the opening possession here in the third quarter.
They're looking to take control here in the third as Kimbrough starts it off.
Kimbrough, pass it over to Gravely. Gravely steps in, hits a trap, passes out, gets it to Kimbrough. Kimbrough turns a corner, runs in, baseline floater for 2.
Jada Kimbrough gets around the press defense of Newton North. Newton North playing harder man-to-man defense than before, and Kimbrough just really slashing through.
And then coming through with a block on defense as Brookline takes it back again. Agakich looking, passes over to Kimbrough. Kimbrough floats it over to McMahon. McMahon floats it back over to Agakich to the corner. Kimbrough fakes, gets trapped and passes out of it to Agakich. Agakich gets double teamed, looking for somewhere to go. She's got to go somewhere. She does, through to Gravely. Gravely throws to an open McMahon.
She had McMahon wide open.
McMahon on the baseline, kicks out to an open Gravely for 3, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it will stay Brookline ball with a fresh shot clock.
Good look there for Gravely, just couldn't connect. Brookline looking strong. They had a tough time of it in the last stages of the second, but they're back on track.
Kimbrough kicks it to Agakich. Up top, McMahon over to the corner. Gravely. Gravely fakes, steps in, long 2, no good. Rebound, Kimbrough, put back is good.
Kimbrough weaving inside yet again. She's nearing double-digit points.
Very near. She's got 9 so far to lead Brookline. Ava Salem looking around, bounces it over to Eva Mesher. Across, Scanlon for 3. Maggie Scanlon hits a tray to answer right back.
Maggie Scanlon drains that. Newton North finally getting their threes to drop, as that's been their main game plan. Brookline staying compact, letting him shoot.
Now Agakich from the corner, passes it up top, Kimbrough. Kimbrough looking, bounce inside, knocked away, but knocked back and recovered by Agakich as Matarazzo refused to give up on the play. Agakich running through, lost the ball, saved it, got it to McMahon. McMahon up top, Kimbrough. Looking around, pass, Agakich. Agakich running in, awkward shot was blocked.
Wanted the foul.
Dennis running on the fast break, pass up, Mesher barely holds on and stays in bounds, pass to Dennis, thrown out, deflected away and out of bounds by Agakich. And what a scrappy game this is turning into, Sam. A lot of fights for loose balls.
A lot of fights, not a lot of makes. Just both teams struggling to get inside the perimeter. Game type of offense.
So it'll be Newton North ball, 5:39 on the clock here in the second. Brookline up by 5. Inbound, Dennis, quick fire, long 2, no good. Rebound, Gravely. And a foul is going to be called on Salem.
Foul in the scrappy trend continues. Salem picks up that foul.
And that one, I think I heard the PA announcer say was her first team foul of the third quarter. Remember, 5 fouls in a quarter means the other team gets to shoot the double bonus. Kimbrough looking around, up top, Agakich. Agakich throws it to the corner to McMahon. McMahon running baseline, stepped out of bounds.
Just stepped out. Probably could have taken that 3. She's been getting open all game.
22-17 remains the score in favor of Brookline. Newton North walking it up. This is Dennis. Dennis pass over to Scanlon. Scanlon to Mesher. Mesher pass blocked and stolen by Gravely. She gets trapped and stepped on the sideline out of bounds.
She's trying to say they pushed her out of bounds. It looked like to me. Just gets her toe out. She's been a big presence.
Inbound.
And she gets it again.
Big presence again from Stephanie Gravely. That's a jump ball. Possession arrow is to Newton North. But the next jump ball will go to Brookline thanks to Gravely's efforts.
She's been really their best player modern. Kimbrough's the scoring leader, but Stephanie Gravely overall, she's been a really dominant presence this game.
Eva Mesher lays it in for 2. She's now tied with
Inside
Kimbrough with 9. Gravely over to Kimbrough. Kimbrough looking pass, knocked loose and recovered by Dennis. Dennis on the fast break layup, no good. Rebound tipped, recovered. No, they go to the floor and Gravely hustling for it, and it's a jump ball. This time possession arrow to Brookline.
Yet again, that one going for Brookline. Stephanie Gravely. And that's 2 steals in a row.
And this one will get her team the ball.
It's the Warriors. A pretty good quarter. Full court press now from Newton North.
And it almost worked.
Worked.
And Gravely gets the pass through to Matarazza as Brookline does break the press. Pass goes over to Gravely. Gravely looking around, bounced it off her own foot, and it's picked up by Dennis. But a foul is going to be called on Gravely. She was diving after the ball and caught leg.
Foul on Gravely. She tripped him up. Tried to dive for the ball, and she's got multiple fouls here in the game now.
That'll be Brookline's first team foul. I didn't hear the PA announcer. How many fouls did he say Gravely has? Looks like they're not showing it on the scoreboard, but oh well. Scanlon to Mesher. Mesher floats it over. 3-ball attempt is sailed long, and the rebound goes to the floor again as Kimbrough had it, and it's a jump ball forced by Newton North.
It's going to be Newton North ball.
Indeed. Put this on.
Ole. This good?
You're good, man. 3:53 on the clock here in the third of what is a close game. 1 possession difference right now. 3-point lead for Brookline.
1 possession difference. Feels like it could go either way.
3-ball ties it up. Allie Dennis with a big 3-pointer as a timeout is called. 22-22 with 3:44 left in the third.
Multiple lead changes now. It's another 3 from Newton North. They're finally getting their shooting down.
Well, a chance for some lead changes. We haven't seen any lead. It's been Brookline ahead for most of this game, but Newton North, quite the comeback. Individual point totals so far for Newton North. Eva Mesher leads the way with 9. Maggie Scanlon with 6. Allie Dennis with 5. And Ava Salem with 2. For Brookline, Jada Kimbrough leading the way with 9 points of her own. Stephanie Gravely with 5. Ivy Wheeler with 4. And Nefeli Agakich and Olivia Matarazza with 2 points each.
But Gravely's been real good on the rebounds, though. She's, as we've said earlier, she made a big impact. Been a big reason why Brookline's knotted this one up.
Remember, folks, if you're enjoying this live stream, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if there's anything you'd like to say, we encourage you to say it in the live chat. Out of the timeout, it will be Brookline ball. Newton North showing press once again. Brookline inbounds to Wheeler, gives back to Agakich. Now back to Wheeler. Wheeler gives back to Agakich. Agakich travel.
Foul on. Travel looked like a foul.
I was surprised, but they've been very strict on those travel calls on Agakich.
Foul on even Mesher to me, but it says there's no contact. Agakich, another travel, and the rest. They've been really, really strict, no leniency whatsoever this game.
So in the NBA, if you give even the impression of giving an extra step, the refs will call you for it. Dennis from the top. Defended close by Kimbrough. Now dribbles, kicks, firing for three is Salem, no good. Rebound, chased down by Mesher. Mesher steps in, hits traffic, kicks out, another three ball, no good again. Rebound again by Newton North, this time Scanlon. Scanlon throws out to the corner, Dennis tries for three, and Dennis hits it.
He just kept shooting.
Can't give up that many offensive rebounds without paying the price.
Oh.
As that one knocked out of bounds, it'll stay Brookline ball as it was deflected by Scanlon.
Manali Dennis up to 8 points now. She's just kept shooting it. Really been the mantra for Newton North. They've just been chucking threes, but it's worked out with all that volume.
Allie Dennis, like
that
you
one's
said,
gonna be called a 2 though.
Oh, they did call that one a 2. You're right. Good eye, Sam. So 7 points for Dennis, not 8, as Kimbrough got trapped, and it's stolen by Scanlon, and Scanlon running the other way, going up, and draws the foul.
There's gonna be a blocking foul there.
On Agakich.
Agakich. Couldn't get her feet set. And now Scanlon's going to the line. Maggie Scanlon looking to make this a 3-point game.
Or maybe even 4.
Yeah, possibly 4.
As
she makes
Scanlon
the first.
hits the first. And off on the second. So in the end, it is a 3-point game as Brookline takes it the other way. Agakich floats it over to Wheeler. Wheeler throws it up to Kimbrough. Kimbrough steps in, long two, no good. Rebound by Mesher. Mesher in transition, throws up to Scanlon. Scanlon goes up, no good. Rebound tipped and picked up by Kimbrough. It's a track meet now as Kimbrough's sprinting the other way. Slows it down, looks, gives to Matarazza, backing down, turning around, looking, fires a hook, and they call a travel.
A travel, she took 3 steps there. And that one looked pretty clear.
2:03 on the clock here in the third. Newton North.
Now the travel's really getting up for Brookline. And it's not looking pretty.
Coach Kendall Jones appealing for Brookline, seeing what the call is supposed to be. Which came first, the foul or the travel? They assert it was the travel that came first. And so it will be Newton North ball.
Newton North gaining a lot of momentum here in the third. Brookline's got to quit with the travels.
8 unanswered points for the Tigers as they now lead by 3. Looking around is Mesher, gives to Scanlon. Scanlon gives back out. A 3-ball attempt is no good. Rebound chased down by McMahon. Agakich bringing it up, throws to the corner to Kimbrough. Kimbrough quickly back out to Agakich, down low, knocked away, but recovered by Kimbrough. Kimbrough going around, fires up a floater, no good. Rebound, Matarazza, put back, is good, and 1. Matarazza with her first bucket
that one
since the first quarter. Let's check out the instant replay. Just simple, good boxing out by Matarazza. Good positioning to get that rebound and get the putback.
She's looking to tie this game up. No travel there.
Matarazza for the end one. Gets it. Matarazza with a big 3-point play to tie us up at 25 with 1:20 left to go here in the third. Dennis up against Kimbrough. Pass it over to Salem. Now over to Hamill. Hamill floats it over. Now running in is Mesher, who hits the lay-in.
Eve Mesher just crossed her up, and he gets inside through the left.
And
Newton
that's
North
a
3
foul.
takes the lead.
And a foul is now called on Salem. Eva Mesher now with 11 points. She leads all scorers as Newton North takes a 2-point lead.
Now Aga Kitch to inbound.
Now Kimbrough.
They got to find Gigi McMahon. She's been wide open in the
Pass
corner
missed
multiple times, and she is now, and they can't get it to her.
That ball knocked out of bounds by Mesher as Kimbrough trying to make that pass. Now they set up for an inbound, and Kimbrough going to take the inbound this time instead of Aga Kitch.
Looking for Mataraza.
It's not there, though. She's got to throw it. Gets it into Wheeler. Wheeler escapes the double team and passes it over to Aga Kitch. Gives it back to Wheeler. Now over to Kimbrough. Kimbrough travels.
Forcing the travel on Kimbrough. Newton North is playing tight man-to-man defense.
They're playing tight double team defense. That's actually a zone.
Defense.
They're not playing a man-to-man. They're playing a double team defense. They're moving up and around the perimeter, Sam.
Yeah, and I faced this before. Just teams will just get up in your face, try to make you mess up, and that's what they've been doing with all the travels. Works out well, not staying back, and a lot of good traps.
34.4 seconds left here in the third as the inbound is floated up to Mesher. Mesher with a game-high 11 points, hands it off to Dennis. Dennis hands to Scanlon. Scanlon hands off to Dennis.
Simmons got a hand on that.
Dennis looking around a pick, trying to weave her way through, and nowhere to go. She travels. Olivia Mataraza got her hand on it and stuffed her and forced her into the travel.
Mataraza making up for the earlier travels is Dennis. They get a taste of that.
10 seconds left. Aga Kitch sprinting up the floor, weaving through, and hits it! Nefeli Aga Kitch as Dennis chucks one, didn't even get it off in time. Nefeli Aga Kitch ends the quarter in style. Let's take another look, Sam.
Ends it just before.
Great body control by Nefeli Aga Kitch, and no hesitation as she sprinted her way through the defense to get that last bucket. Individual point totals at the end of the third quarter with a tie game at 27 apiece between local rivals Brookline and Newton North. For the Tigers, Eva Mesher leading the way with 11 points. Maggie Scanlon with 7. Allie Dennis also with 7. And Ava Salem with 2. For Brookline, Jada Kimbrough leading the way with 9 points. Olivia Mataraza and Stephanie Gravely with 5 points each. Ivy Wheeler and Nefeli Aga Kitch with 4 points each.
And now it's absolute crunch time for Brookline. Tie game going into the fourth. You've played a good game, and momentum definitely looking like it's Brookline's favor. They've gone on a 5-2 run at the end of that third. Just got to get a good finish. Play like they did in the second. Get that lockdown defense. Whatever they were doing in the second with that zone, they got to keep it up. Because that third quarter was not pretty.
Absolutely right. And now here we go. The last 8 minutes of regulation on the clock as we begin the fourth quarter. Kyrie Simmons dribbling, weaving through, floats a pass, barely caught by Wheeler. Wheeler dribbling across, balls poked loose, picked up by Dennis and off on the fast break. Dennis throws a pass across to Mesher. Mesher missed the layup. Rebound taken off the ricochet by Mataraza. And they're running it the other way, no hesitation. Wheeler passes over to Simmons to the corner. McMahon into the corner, trapped. Fights off the trap. It's knocked out of bounds. Brookline ball.
Good start to the quarter.
Chaotic start to the quarter at the very least.
Yeah, Simmons inbound. She's got
around the
shot.
horn, McMahon for 3. Yes! G.G. McMahon with her first bucket of her senior night. And Brookline goes up 30-27.
McMahon, she's been wide open time after time in the corner, and they finally hit her. Getting through the trap.
Mesher looking from the wing, gives out to Scanlon. Scanlon spins off her defender around a pick, fires a shot, might have been blocked by Wheeler.
Yes, they say
it
it was blocked by Wheeler.
Blocked off inbound for Newton North. And Brookline looks like they're playing that second quarter defense all aggressive. It worked for Newton North against Brookline, against the Warriors.
Inbound right to the hands of McMahon as they cover that inbound well.
And
now,
nobody open.
Aga Kitch gives to McMahon, throws across Simmons. Simmons passes across to Aga Kitch to the corner, open, Wheeler, 3-ball, no good. Rebound by Mesher.
Wheeler just missing that, but that's the look they want.
Mesher runs it up, pulls back, looking, pass, Salem. Gives over to Dennis. Dennis driving, stops, looks, gives to Scanlon. And a timeout is called by Newton North as we take a look back at the replay of that 3-ball by Gigi McMahon. And Sam, if this isn't just the perfect indication of how well Brookline's offense has adjusted to start this quarter against that trap defense you were talking about. They're running the ball up the floor so Newton North can't get into their positions, and they're making quick, decisive passes around the horn to get those open looks.
That's what they had to do in the third, too. Whenever they were scoring, they were just quick because Newton North, if you take a split second, they're going to pounce on you. I mean, man, she was wide open. They just weren't fast enough to get it to her, and they finally get those open looks in the corner. They've been draining them. Same with Newton North. Both teams, pretty similar game now. Brookline's just got to close out.
Can Brookline secure their second win of the year? They got their first win a week or so back against Milton on the road in overtime, 37-35. And now against a team that beat them by a difference of 14 points when they played at their place back in January. Do they have a payback win against the rival Tigers in them here tonight?
Still need it. They're playing better now and just need a good fourth. They're playing well, getting those shots going. It's Newton North to inbound.
Out of the timeout. Inbound goes to Dennis, very close to backcourt there, but Dennis starts the play, pass to
Scanlon.
Scanlon.
Lucky. That's a travel.
That's a reach foul.
Oh, reach.
Yeah, you got to look
Messed
at the
up
officials,
the ref guy.
Sam.
I thought he was going like this. That might have been a travel.
No. Travel is when they disco, Sam.
All right.
When they do the disco spin,
Yeah.
that's a travel.
It just looks similar to me.
When they're knocking their fists together, that's a foul. Dennis, pass to Scanlon. Scanlon running in and blocked, and there's a foul. As you see, they hold up the fist. That means it's a foul.
Foul on DJ McMahon. Newton North able to get in behind Brookline's defense, and they're taking a page out of the Warriors' book, making those quick decisions and getting inside.
Second personal foul for McMahon, second team foul for Brookline. And Scanlon gets their inbounds on the first of two.
Made the first, and now she's got 8. Maggie Scanlon, one of the better performers today for Newton North, and she makes the second.
2 for 2 at the line. Scanlon now with 9 points for the Tigers today as Brookline inbounds to Simmons, back to Aga Kitch as they work again against that Newton North press. Aga Kitch floats it up to Simmons. Good patience waiting for the double team. Now throws to the corner. McMahon running baseline, running in, draws the foul. That's the same one you've been wanting them to go to, Sam, in the corner.
McMahon gets up inside, didn't have the shot. She's able to draw the foul.
That one called against number 25, Nina Bacall.
She does good job.
Second personal, first team foul as McMahon misses the first of 2.
And Bacall, McMahon making a quick decision, going inside, driving up. So what they'll need to do, keeping Newton North off balance. So now she has the second.
McMahon hits 1 of 2. She's now got 4 today as Jada Kimbrough and Stephanie Gravely check back in for Brookline, replacing Wheeler and Simmons. Scanlon throws down low to Mesher. Mesher puts up the shot and hits it from the baseline.
Neve Mesher, mid-range shot drained. Tie game yet again, another tie. Not a lot of lead change this game, but it's been tie game after tie game.
Agakich running in, blocked, no foul called, and Brookline can't believe it, but it's recovered by Mesher, who's running it the other way. Pass up to Scanlon. Scanlon for three, banks it. Maggie Scanlon with a big three there. She's now got 12, and Newton North takes back the lead.
Scanlon draining it from the corner, the kind of the wing corner off the backboard, and now Kimbrough has one.
And Kimbrough makes one. Jada Kimbrough answers right back and ties it up. She's now got 12.
It's been an eye for an eye this game. Shot after
Salem,
shot.
pass to Mesher, across Scanlon, fires for three, and Scanlon, they're trading haymakers here in the fourth quarter. Scanlon now with 15.
Scantling drains another one.
Brookline's got to break half court, and this pass sails. Bad time for a turnover.
He's Gravely threw it over ahead. And Newton North on a hot streak. This could be bad.
37-34, the Tigers lead. Inbound, Dennis running up, barely keeping the ball, and passing it over to Salem. Salem looking, throws it up to Dennis. Dennis throws over to Mesher, and a foul is called on Matarazza.
Foul on Matarazza. It's now an inbound for Newton North. Look to get some type of pick and roll going and busting it out to the wings. That's what they've been successful, getting it to the far side of the screen, get a person across the middle, then whip it out.
Looking for the inbound, Bacall misses Scanlon, and it's stolen by McMahon.
Good job by the Warriors defending the middle, not letting them get any type of pick and roll going.
Agakich likes McMahon in the corner for three. Yes!
And Gigi McMahon, another one. So now that they're able to finally hit her in the corner, she's just been draining it.
And now Newton North trying to answer with a three of their own. No good. Rebound. Dennis kicks out. Salem, another try at the three. No good again. Another offensive board. They try again for three. Scanlon hits it. You can't keep giving him chances like that. Scanlon now with 18 points tonight.
18 now, and Maggie Scanlon.
Kimbrough.
Another one.
Yes! No foul either way, surprising, but Brookline gets 2 points back. They now trail by one, 40-39.
Jada Kimbrough just goes up right over
her defender.
Looking like John Moran.
Bacall from the wing throws across to Mesher. Mesher backing down, looking, throws it out, finds Bacall now to the corner. Scanlon, another three, sails this one. Rebound taken by Mesher, blocked but not cleanly. She'll go to the line.
Foul called either on Matarazza or Gravely.
That's Matarazza, definitely.
Matarazza.
As we take a quick look back at Jada Kimbrough, who's been explosive today. What a wild shot on that layup. But no, you were right, Sam. They called it on Gravely, her second personal, fourth team foul, so just one away from Newton North shooting the double bonus.
Looked like it could have gone to either one. As Mesher makes it, it's a 2-point game. Newton North with one of their few leads of the game. It's been really close, but one of those times that Brookline just seems to have the upper edge, but not anymore.
Second free throw is missed, but Brookline with a lane violation, so she gets to shoot it again.
Looked like Mesher jumped across the line.
It was Agakich and Gravely that jumped the line.
It looked like Mesher got her toe across before it hit the rim. At least to me, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, ultimately, it's not our call to make,
not our
is
call,
it?
but it looked like that to me, but
for sure.
They were also getting over aggressive.
So a timeout now called, so we'll retake that second free throw when we come back from this timeout. But for now, Newton North up 41-39 with a chance to add one more. Maggie Scanlon leading the way for Newton North with 18 points. Eva Mesher with 14. Ali Dennis with 7. Ava Salem with 2. For Brookline, Jada Kimbrough with 14. Gigi McMahon with 7. Olivia Matarazza and Stephanie Gravely with 5 points each. Ivy Wheeler and Nefeli Agakich with 4 points each.
For Newton North, it's just been Scranton and Messer combining for 32 of their 41 points. Brookline, really the Warriors just more spread out. Points to more players.
Indeed,
And
just
here with the subs, we'll see if they can take it back in a crucial phase of the game in the last 3 minutes. What's turning out to be a heck of a game.
absolutely. Mesher setting up for a redo of her second free throw. And rolls off the front rim, rebounded by McMahon, and a foul on Newton North. This is going to be called on Scanlon.
Foul on Newton North, and Gravely causing disruption, diving for that ball. Couldn't get it, but definitely distorted.
That was the second personal foul for Scanlon's second team foul. Kimbrough looking around. Kimbrough driving, stepping back, mid-range, no good. Rebound, Mataraza! Put back, no good. Rebound, Gravely. Kicks out, Agakich for three. Yes!
Nikila Agakich.
Nefeli Agakich, nothing but net. And like we've been saying with Newton North going the other way, you can't give that many chances and expect your opponent to keep missing. Brookline now up by 1.
And she absolutely drained that Mataraza, getting the key rebound.
Mataraza and Gravely. It was
and then
2
Gravely.
offensive boards.
And the forwards coming out to show.
Mesher driving, kicks out. Salem fakes, steps in, fights through. Hook shot is good. Ava Salem with her first bucket in a while. She's got 4 tonight, and Newton North takes back the lead over Brookline 43-42.
Salem crossing in there.
Agakich to McMahon. And now out to Gravely as they reset. 2 minutes to go. It's a 1-point game. Thrown up top to Kimbrough. Kimbrough to McMahon. McMahon driving in, backing down. Forced the shot, blocked, no foul. And now Mesher running on the fast break. Shot, she faked and hit the layup.
Mesher with a fake out there.
And now Brookline sprinting the other way. Agakich knifing through, blocked, and again, no foul call, but it'll be Brookline ball.
Brookline ball, not a foul, but still a positive result for Agakich as Wheeler checks in.
Wheeler coming in place of Gravely. Brookline trailing by 3 with 1:27 left. Agakich looking. She's got to find someone to go to, and she doesn't.
That's 5
seconds.
Crucial mistake with 1.5 minutes to go in the waning stages of this one.
Turnovers continue to be the bane of Brookline's existence in this contest as a brief pause there.
Gonna take a set, coach adjustment. And here
now
we go.
Looking for the inbound, gets into Dennis. Dennis passes away to Bacall. Bacall gives back to Dennis, who now brings it up. Dennis faked her opponent out of her shoes, but missed the 3, but the rebound is tipped back to Bacall.
And she broke her ankles there.
Dennis.
It's a really nice move.
Trying again, gives to Scanlon, and a timeout is called by Newton North. As we take a look back at the replay of that last bucket made by Agakich. Great unselfish pass out by Gravely off the offensive board, and what a beautiful swish off the shot from Agakich. 45-42, Newton North leads with 1:06 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. For Newton North, Maggie Scanlon, 18 points. Eva, and just for comparison's sake, last time Newton North faced Brookline, Scanlon finished with just 5 points, but tonight she's got 18. Eva Mesher with 16 points. Allie Dennis with 7. Ava Salem with 4. For Brookline, meanwhile, Jada Kimbrough with 14. Nefeli Agakich and Gigi McMahon with 7 each. Olivia Mataraza and Stephanie Gravely with 5 each. And Ivy Wheeler with 4. Out of the time. Sorry about that, Sam.
Well, a really different Newton North team. We've seen Scantling having a day today or tonight. Just a different team.
Dennis in the corner. Gets out of the corner. And a foul is called on Kimbrough.
Just got her barely on a reach in. She just misses
I think
the
they
ball.
got her on a push off that time
push
rather
off.
than a reach. And that is going to be the bonus. That's the 5th team foul. So now all defensive fouls are going to send Newton North to the line for 2 free throws, regardless of whether or not it's a shooting foul.
And Dennis now for 2.
Rims out on the first. That's a big miss. Brookline does not want Newton North. Ideally, they don't want him to hit any. They want this to stay a 1-possession game.
Dennis just misses.
And hits the second. A big make for Allie Dennis, who's now got 8 tonight, as that makes it a 2-possession game with a minute left.
2-possession game now.
Kimbrough.
46-42, Kimbrough.
Kimbrough riding in. Missed
Ooh.
on the wide open lay-in.
Just missed.
And a foul is called on Brookline.
Jada Kimbrough just missed that. Was driving in, it just rims out. And just popped off.
Unfortunate turn of events. On a play like that, Sam, I sometimes wonder if a player is so open that they're just surprised to meet no resistance, and it throws them off their shot.
And she didn't use the backboard or anything. Just went straight ahead. It pokes off, and now the momentum flips in just a second. Well, would it really change the game?
And Nina Bacall hits the first of 2 as that foul was called on Matarazza, her 3rd personal. Bacall trying to make this a 6-point game. It would be 2 possessions either way, but still a noticeable difference as she does hit both. Bacall with 2 at the line. As this one rolled in, Kimbrough picks it up, 50 seconds left. Brookline's going to need a pair of 3s or 3 2s in order to get this one back. Kimbrough running in, layup, no good again. Rebound fought for and collected by Mesher. And Mesher gets fouled as Brookline just has to intentionally foul now. And 1 made free throw will make this a definitive 3-possession game.
Another one on Matarazza. And this one coming away from Brookline, they'll need not quite a miracle, but just a huge comeback series of events. Get your players open and just hit the corners. Do what you've been doing. They got to do what they were doing in the early 4th.
As Mesher rims out the first.
I mean, sometimes when you're down a lot, you get frantic, try to do everything yourself. Kimbrough driving in and open drives, but
Mesher hits the second, a big make on the second free throw, makes it a 7-point game. Kimbrough is stopped by a timeout call by Brookline. 33.3 seconds left in the 4th. Couple of unfortunate misses up the floor for Brookline and a couple of big makes for Newton North, especially at the free throw line.
And if Brookline had made those, this game would be a much different game. Think maybe it's 44-46, something like that. A 1-possession game and got a totally different storyline and momentum.
As it is, Newton North has scored 8 unanswered points since Brookline took their last lead at 42-41. Newton
Brookline
North
drawing up a game plan. They got to think of something. Think of something quick that's fast and effective. Try to get in behind.
Well, as it stands with a 7-point deficit, you need to hit either 2 2s and a 3, or if you want to take the lead, you could go for 2 3s and a 2, but either way, you need at least 1 3-pointer if you're going to make this back in the minimum number of possessions.
Jesse, how many of the Brookline games have been like this?
There haven't been a lot this close, Sam. As Kimbrough takes the inbound, looking, throws up top. Agakich juggled it, but gets it back. Now looking, steps back, fires for the 3, and misses. Rebound Kimbrough, but she stepped on the baseline, and it'll be Newton North ball with 19.4 seconds left. That might be the backbreaker.
Kimbrough got the rebound on the air ball. He just steps out.
Inbound goes to Dennis, and Dennis is fouled as Brookline just has to foul intentionally to try and preserve clock.
At this point, they just got to chuck 3s, get some type of open shot.
Yeah.
It was a good
I mean, that was clearly the intention on that last possession, and the 3 ball just missed. I mean, Brookline, last 3 possessions, they've missed on shots that would have gotten them 7 total points as Dennis hits the first of 2. She's now got 9, and Newton North now up by 8. She can't make this more than a 3-possession game.
Yeah.
But she does make them both, reaches double figures with 10, and Brookline would need 3 threes to come back as Aga Kitch races up, races in, kicks out Kimbrough for 3. No good. Rebound is collected, and Mesher is going to be fouled again, but with 5.9 seconds, Sam, at this point, it seems just a technicality to get the clock to 0.
Yeah, Jesse, it's definitely a low probability. This thing is looking over.
It's unfortunate. This is one of the best games Brookline has played so far this season, and they had a real chance to win. But, you know, this is one of those things you got to just take as a learning experience for a young team moving forward.
For
as
sure.
Mesher rims out the first 3.
You know, really,
the first free throw. Blah.
Really entertaining game, especially like getting that latter stage of the third and the fourth. It was just both teams making a lot of shots, but Brookline unable to close out. They played well, and this was probably one of their best games of the season, I bet.
It definitely was, but unfortunately, it will not end the way they would have hoped. The final score here at Schluntz Gym, the Newton North High Tigers 51, the Brookline High Warriors 42. Final individual point totals, Maggie Scanlon and Eva Mesher putting on a show for the Tigers. Scanlon with 18 points, Mesher with 17, Ali Dennis with 10 points, Ava Salem with 4, and Nina Bacall with 2. For Brookline, Jada Kimbrough with one of her best games of the year with 14 points, Nefeli Agakich and Gigi McMahon with 7 points, Olivia Matarazza and Stephanie Gravely with 5 points each, and Ivy Wheeler with 4 points to round out the scoring. A strong, gutsy performance from both seniors. Gigi McMahon and Stephanie Gravely playing well on their senior night, combining for 12 points. But unfortunately, just not enough. Brookline falls to 1-18 on the year with 1 game left. It'll be a road game against Framingham. Unfortunately, it won't be one I'll be able to cover, as I'm going to be busy next week. So this is the last game I'm covering for this team for the season, and I'll say my farewells in a moment. But Brookline falls to 1-18. Newton North improves to 8-6. Sam, I'll give you a chance to give the first send-off. Your final thoughts on this game?
This game, Brookline, feel it was a really strong performance overall, but they just let it slip away. Small mistakes, careless mistakes, and just really the little things that it comes down to. Travel, stepping out of bounds, just felt like nothing could go right, and they couldn't catch a break. Tough game for the Warriors, but definitely like a good way to go out on the season with 1 more game left. And positive result for sure for a struggling team.
All right, thank you, Sam. Thank you for joining us here on this broadcast. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast here today, Sam. We were happy to have you. And thank you for joining me for a couple of broadcasts this winter. It's really been a pleasure, and hope we get a chance to work more again in the spring.
Yeah, it's been great with the baseball games. It's going to be fun. And lacrosse, I think, volleyball. I'll be trying to play for the volleyball team when I'm in high school, so maybe you'll be commentating on me as well.
I'll be looking forward to it. Sam, thank you so much.
Yep. It's been great, Jesse.
All right. That was Sam Lowenstein. And now... and so, as we put a bow on this broadcast, 1 second. Hey, take this. QR code on the back to the channel. So that's going to do it for this one, and that, for me, is going to do it for the season. And so I just want to say thank you once again to the Brookline High Athletics Department, and especially to the Brookline High girls basketball team for once again bringing me back for another season of calling games. I know this has been a tough season, and we expected it to be tough after the big senior class that Brookline graduated last year. We expected more of a rebuilding year, and even if this year was a little tougher than we might have initially expected, you know, I think, you know, sometimes it really just shows what the real support is, what the real fans are, to stick around when a team is struggling. And so my hat's off to all the people who have tuned in to these broadcasts, all the fans who have come out to support this team, even in one of their tougher years. And my hat's off to the players who really, you know, kept their spirit, kept their fight all the way to the end. after they got their first win against Milton to ensure they wouldn't go winless this season, I thought their energy, their effort really skyrocketed after that. And I was really proud of a lot of the players, a lot of the efforts. And there's a lot of players coming back next year I'm really excited for. Players like Nefeli Agakic, Jada Kimbrough, Olivia Matarazza showed such potential offensively. They would have some games where they would explode for points. And if they can find that consistency, bring their game to the next level, they could be so much fun to watch day in and day out. Other players like Ivy Wheeler, Kyrie Simmons, Olivia Zanini, Amelie Hauner, Julia Denker, and Viviana McDonald, who may not have shown as much scoring potential, but showed that they could step in to some smaller roles to help this team in years to come. And then, of course, the two seniors who provided the veteran leadership in such a tough season, Stephanie Gravely and Gigi McMahon. Gravely put on one of the best individual efforts that we saw throughout the season with that 18-point outing against Wellesley. And then she also, especially later in the year, she really grew her game, her ability to elevate the teammates around her. She evolved beyond just taking a shot every time she got the ball, was a fantastic defensive rebounder throughout the year, and just got better as the season goes. Stephanie, it was such a privilege to get to watch your athletic journey, and I wish you nothing but the best. And of course, Gigi McMahon, the senior captain, the lone returning starter from last year from such a talented team, and being the only one of the top 6 players coming back. What a burden to bear in the last season of your high school career, and yet McMahon handled it with class and with grit, the same kind of class and grit that those of us who have watched her play knew she had in her. A fantastic defensive player as always, took on a bigger offensive role really. She wasn't able to just be an opportunistic scorer benefiting from being wide open while teams were double covering players like Margot and Gianna last year. She had to fight for the buckets she got, and so even if her points per game total ended up lower this season than last season, it was really close, but might have been a little bit lower. But either way, she fought for those points, and she always fought in the post defensively, was such a defensive anchor and really, kind of a trendsetter, helping to really transfer that defensive philosophy that Coach Kendall Jones likes to instill in his players. You needed a good leader that would be able to instill that so that this team could hang their hat on their defense while their offense developed. So my hat's off to Gigi McMahon, and I wish her the best on the next steps in her journey. So thank you all so much one last time for tuning in. Thank you for a great season. Even if the win-loss column didn't show it, I think the fight and the effort and the fans and the coaches and the players all showed it throughout, and I hope I got to show a piece of it as well with my broadcasts. But for the last time, from Schluntz Gym, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.